Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Eve. How you been?
I'm fine. I can only stay for part of it because I have a dentist appointment I have to get to.
I was there today.
Oh, I hope you had a good one.
Yeah, it's been like almost 2 weeks of
Oh
dental
no.
issues.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Mm, if I just if I just hold my face like this, I don't feel it as much.
Oh dear. Are you done? Are you still numb?
No, I just have a headache from the experience, you
Oh,
know?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Yeah. Um, where's your dentist located?
Oh, way down on 70th and Thomas, so takes a while.
That is far. That's
Yeah,
very far.
I know. Well, I had that same office when we lived in Phoenix. Wasn't close there either, but it was closer than it is now. And
Hmm.
that original dentist is gone, but he picked a good replacement, so I'm not changing.
Good, good, good. Hi, Bob. How are you?
I'm fine.
We have a couple of people who are with us right now, but their cameras are off, and so they're with us in spirit, just not in camera, in sight. Yeah. So I want to tell you next week I will not be here. I'm going to have a replacement, a sub fill in for me next week to talk about online shopping
Ah,
because next week I will be in Miami. I am competing in a speak off.
yay.
Yeah, that I think I may have told you about it like 2 months ago. Hi, Dick. 2 months ago, I participated in this speaking competition and I made it through to the finals. So I'm going to be competing.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good
Thank
luck.
you. Thank you so much. So apparently there were thousands of people who auditioned and 100 of us are going to Miami to compete
Wonderful.
next week. Yeah. And then they have 3 winners from that. So very exciting. And so I'm going to be in Miami all week. What they're doing is they're filming an American Idol like TV show, but for speakers, because they believe that people's stories change lives. And that's why they're doing it.
Very good.
Yeah. Yes. So that's what's happening. Pat will be filling in for me. She has subbed for me in the past, but it's been a while. So the topic next week is online shopping. So that's what she'll be teaching on. And today we are going to talk about what's new, what's now, what's next. That's what we're going to be talking about. Now, I want you guys to know next month, I will be attending CES, which is the Consumer Electronics Show. Hi, Rodney. Welcome. Great to see you. Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, where there are going to be all sorts of really cool new things, right? Futuristic new things. I'm just going to be in the age tech wing. Has anyone gone to CES before?
No, not in a long time.
Yeah. But you went previously, Bob?
About 30 years ago. It wasn't called CES then, it was something else.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, so that's what I'll be doing next month. So I'll have to give you some kind of update to what I've seen. But today we're going to have a discussion. It's pretty informal. We're going to talk about what I think are some newer things that could help you. Now, when I was doing my research, I found that a lot of people are looking forward to the metaverse as a technology trend. Have you heard of that before?
Well, sure, the name.
Yeah. Anyone else know what that is?
I'm not sure. I don't think I know what it is.
So the metaverse is a virtual world. It's like a virtual reality world. What do you think, Bob?
Yeah,
Yeah? Okay,
yeah, I'm not sure it's gonna be of interest to me, but that's all right.
I get it. I don't think it's going to be of interest to me either. And the funny thing is that I've had a lot of reporters, that kind of people, ask me about my students and the metaverse. But like you said, Bob, no one has ever asked me to help them with that before.
You know,
Hi, Louise. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We have some other friends with us who have their cameras off, and that's fine. I actually feel like having my camera off too sometimes. I totally get it. But the metaverse. All right. I am going to share my screen with you over here. Here's something that's very new. And like Bob said, I don't know, but if you have an opportunity to put the headset on, okay, and maybe go back to your hometown, go back to a place you took your favorite vacation, then I could see the metaverse being of interest, especially if you are
Does Mayo want it?
don't want to travel, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So, and the reason that they have these little QR codes here is because you could scan it to launch whatever the video is or the experience is. Have you guys ever put those VR headsets on before?
no,
No.
How
Well,
do you scan those QR codes?
how do you scan them?
Yeah.
Okay. You hold your phone up
Oh.
to it.
Oh.
Okay. And you hold your phone up and your phone is looking for that. You're going to open up your camera app. You're going to hold your phone up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see what happens here.
So if I take a picture of this QR code that's scanning it,
Yeah, you don't have to take a picture of it. Just hold your phone up.
oh, yeah.
And then it should read it, and then it will take you to an internet address.
Oh.
Do you see what I
This one-
mean?
This one on the right, it
Mhm.
says GRSTUD period IO/7EIN. Now it's changed.
Let me try it. And then I can share my screen with you. Okay, so yeah, it's opening up on my side it's like an immersive painting experience. That's really weird. Okay, let me try the other one and see what happens. Hold on. And then I will share my screen with you so you could see more of what
Well,
I'm doing
it
here.
came up the same way. They both came up the same way.
Did they?
Yeah, the same address. And then it keeps changing back and forth, even when you hold it steady at one time. I don't get this.
Okay. Yeah. So in the future, when you see something like this QR code,
Yes.
what it does is it takes you directly to an internet address. So what that means is that, sometimes the alternative to that is that they say, go to our website and find the coupon or find the sale or find this link. That could be like 5 or 6 steps before you actually arrive to the page that they want you to get to. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for instance, at my daughter's school, when they had the parent night, they printed out a little QR code and they put it on the back of all of some of the auditorium seats because they wanted us to click on the QR code to select it. It would take us directly to the PTA page and the form that they wanted us to fill out. Otherwise, they could say, go to our school website, find the parents tab, scroll down and click on PTA, and then click on this, and then click on that, right? Like that's too many steps for someone to be able to follow. So instead, they just have the direct link, the direct website in the code.
Well, after you hold the phone up and you see this bunch of letters and stuff, what's the next step there?
You click on it. Let me show you.
Okay.
Hold on. And I'm glad you asked.
I've wondered for a long time how you click on QR codes. Maybe the rest of you know.
Well, I'm glad you asked because this technology kind of entered on the scene. Actually, let me share my phone screen with you so you can see how I do that with my phone. Bob, have you used QR codes before?
I used it once. Yeah,
Probably had trouble.
yeah.
Does that look like a credit to you?
So you can put your finger on that.
Hold on a second. I'm just trying to share my screen with you, which has been kind of a on and off, a weird kind of challenge.
No, this is a paid.
Let me stop that. Let me try it again.
Vitamin E oil.
Okay, silent then.
Okay.
And no. Oh, got it. I got to plug it in. There we go. That makes sense. Great. Now, there we go. On the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me go back, discard, and to here. I open up the camera. The camera finds it.
Yes.
Okay, so it locates it somewhere. And when it finds the code, then the internet address appears there. So if I tap on that, then it's going to open up to exactly the page where it wants me to go. And in this case, it's called In the Frame. Why? I don't know why. Okay, but that's where they wanted me to go. Let me stop that for a minute. So if you were clicking on a QR code for Fry's, for instance, or Walgreens, it would take you directly to the website and where the coupon is or the special deal or something like that. If you're at a restaurant and they have the QR code on the table, then you would scan the QR code on the table by using your camera app, and that would take you directly to the menu.
But
Yeah.
you said you don't take a picture of it.
You don't take a picture.
How do you click on it? This sounds really naive. I'm not
That's
even
okay.
sure about the
Let me-
second step.
Let me find another one for you.
You hold it up and you get
Mhm.
this, you got this address. And then
Tap on that.
how do you
Yeah.
click on this?
A little yellow bar appears. A little yellow bar appears, and that looks like a link. And so I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, hold on one second. See if I can find a good one for you. One that we actually would care about. So I'm looking on the Walmart website right now. If I don't see it, okay, let's go back here to this immersive thing. I'm going to share my screen with you.
I hope I'm not wasting everybody's time by asking about this.
I don't think you are, because if you have the question, I believe other people would have the question also. Okay, I'm going to tap my camera.
Okay.
Now, when I hold it here, I'm just holding my camera.
Right.
Okay, see how this little, it's looking for it.
Yes.
Okay, it's looking for it.
Right.
And then when it finds it, a little URL is going to appear. And hold on, there it is. There we go. See it right
Yes.
below?
Yeah. Now,
So
how do you click on that?
I'm just tapping it with my finger.
On the screen itself?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
just using my phone screen.
Okay.
And I tap on it and then the web page or the direction opens up.
okay.
Okay.
I'll try that sometime.
Yeah, it is handy. It's handy when, you see it in a newspaper, you see it in the magazine or something like that. And it keeps you from having to go to all the steps to have
Yeah.
to find what it is you're looking for.
Yeah, as long as you know how to do it.
Yeah,
I'll try it next time one comes up. They come
Yeah.
up all the time.
all the time.
And
They're
I never
there
knew
all
how
the
to do
time.
it. The rest of you knew how to do that?
No, I've tried it, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're not alone.
Okay,
You are not
I'll
alone.
shut up and let you proceed with your talk.
No, please don't, because this is a discussion. And I always appreciate hearing from you. And I want to know what your questions are. Right?
Okay,
Okay, that's the QR code. You might see it at a restaurant, you might see it in your mail, something like that. They want to make it easier for you to get to where they want you to go on their big website.
got it.
Okay. All right. So at first I was talking about the metaverse. It's not that interesting to me. Many of my students have never asked me about it. So when you guys start asking about it, then I'll start teaching more about it. Okay. But a lot of it has to do with putting on the big goggles and then selecting a location for you to go to and experience that virtual reality event. That's what that's all about. Okay. All right. That is the metaverse. Now, the other thing I want to share with you, and let me go ahead and share my screen again. Some other things that are out there that I think are interesting. Okay. Hold on. So let's see. Okay. The AARP puts together their top tech trends every year. And this is now, they haven't released theirs yet for 2023. And I just checked today, I didn't see it. But I want to share this with you. And I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the chat. And if
Yeah,
you were with
Neil?
me last week,
Chip.
I'm sorry,
Chip.
someone is talking and it's
Hey, Chip.
Chip.
interfering. Let me go ahead and mute them. Okay. Let me mute everyone. Now, if you have something to say, please just unmute yourself and contribute. So this is from the AARP. If you click on this link here, that's in the chat right now, and if you need help doing that, let me know. I can show you how to do that. But every year, the AARP comes out with tech trends for people over 50. So mainly though, I will tell you that this study shows that people really and truly want to connect, and they're mainly connecting by using their smartphone. Okay, I've read through this several times, and that's really the most important thing there. Another thing I want to share with you is this. And let me stop my screen share and cue that back up. This is the world's first smart walker. Has anyone heard me talk about this before? No. Okay. I want to share this with you because I have never seen anything like this ever. And yet so many of my students use a walker to get around. And I will tell you firsthand, I have helped transport my students from place to place, and moving those walkers is very cumbersome, right? They take up thank you. They take up a huge amount of space. They're hard to get in your trunk or even the back seat of your car. There's wires and cables everywhere. They're very clunky. And so this new one is called Camino. And Camino is the world's first smart walker. They have a beta version out right now. Next month, they're going to have their first in production. And it helps people on several different levels. So it has a power assist, which means if you're going up a slight decline, it will help you take those extra steps. It also has power braking. So if you let go of your walker, it's not just going to go ahead of you, it will stop. It's tracking your gait and collecting various analytics, which I'll show you in a minute, but it has these cameras built into it at around knee level. And so it's tracking your gait. And if you are trying to track your walking steadiness, your speed, your distance, your stance, this will capture that information. See down at the bottom, I mean, the images on the right, how the camera is down there at towards the bottom of by your knees and your legs. And so if you're trying to share this data with your physical therapist, with your doctor, Camino is tracking it for you. Okay, what else can I tell you about it? Let's see, here we go. So this is what it looks like from the side. It does have the various accessories. It has a cup holder, it has a basket in the front. Here's the really cool thing. You can make it into narrow mode. So if you are walking down a narrow aisle, like a plain aisle, or in an auditorium, for instance, you can go into narrow mode. You can also put it into a compact mode. So what that means is you can tuck that underneath your seat, which I think is awesome. So someone doesn't have to take your walker away from you and go put it in the walker parking lot. You can tuck it underneath your seat and bring it back out when you want to. What do you guys think? Oh, just unmute yourself, please.
I think it'll be great.
Good, 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 good. Rodney, any comments?
Same thing. I think, yeah, when I need one, that's a really neat kind of thing.
Yeah, it is. So I've been really impressed. You know, this is the first of its kind. I've never seen anything else like it before. And I think for if you're trying to really track your data, if you need a little extra oomph to get from point A to point B, this is going to be a great device. They're going to allow you to try it, I think, for $40 a month and beta test it. And they're doing this at several communities around Phoenix. Yeah. So, hello. Okay, let me stop my screen share and bring you back for some more questions before I talk about my next thing. Any questions before I move on from there?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Hi, Joanne. Lovely to see you. Yeah, thank you. And so I have everyone muted right now just because someone was talking in the background and I couldn't, it was too distracting. So the next thing I want to talk with you about is new phones. And so the one that I'm looking at lately that looks remarkably different than all the other ones is the Samsung Galaxy. Now this one, and I'm going to try to bring up a picture of it right now, is the one that folds. Has anyone seen this in person? No. Okay.
Nope.
Well, it is available at Best Buy. So if you were there and you want to take a look at it, you could definitely do that. So let me go ahead and show you a picture of it right here. And it's queuing up, so it's just taking a bit of time. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Let's do that one. There we go. Share. That does not look like, oh, are you seeing this? No,
Yes,
okay.
it
Yes, okay, good, good, good. So, let's see. This is the Galaxy Fold, and it opens up, as you can see, to like a tablet size, but then it also folds in half so that you can slip this easily into your pocket. So this one over here is called the Galaxy Fold, and the other one's called the Galaxy Flip. And this is definitely for portability. Let's take a look at the Fold for a minute. So if you're carrying around like an iPad mini or an iPad mini and a phone, and you're doing that so that you could read a book, watch something on there, have a larger screen, this device is going to be the right fit for you. It will probably help you only have one device when you're traveling or you're going from place to place. I have a lot of clients who really like to read on their iPad mini when they're at the doctor or something like that. And here's the other one. It is called the Galaxy Fold 4. Now these are already out. They're available at Best Buy. You can go in there and look at them if you want to. Oh, let me click on the Flip instead of the Fold. Personally, I'm an Apple user, so I would never switch teams ever at
No.
this point. I would never switch teams. But I do know that there are a lot of men that would prefer to have a much smaller phone in their pocket. And for this reason, if you're a Samsung fan, this would be a good fit for you. Yeah? Okay. About 90% of my students use Apple devices. So that's that. Now I was going to show you something else here. Over here on Amazon in terms of headphones. So there is and these have been out for many years, although they've become more and more popular. And actually, I see a lot of people working at offices wearing them. These are called bone conduction open ear headphones. See how it just rests on your cheekbone. Okay. And this way you can hear everything else that's happening around you without having anything obstructing your ears. Have you seen anyone wearing these?
No,
Okay, well, you might start to see people more and more. Like I said, I saw it. Pardon?
looks handy.
Yeah. Yes. So if you don't want to put something in your ears, this is what you would get instead. And this technology called bone conduction was actually designed for people who had complete hearing loss, because when you put the speaker here on your cheekbones, it reverberates there. And that's how you would hear it. So these are very reasonably priced. They are Bluetooth. And then there was something else I was going to show you. I'm going to go back here to Walmart, to Best Buy. And we have Bose glasses. Now, I saw these at Best Buy a couple of months ago. I really didn't think much about them, but there are these glasses out right now that have Bluetooth in the frames, where it goes right above your ears, right before your ears. And that's really kind of a similar concept as the bone conduction. But if you are also wearing sunglasses all the time, and you're going for a walk and you're listening at the same time, this would be a benefit for you, because it would be one less thing you would need to take. I tried them on. I thought they were cool, but I probably wouldn't get them. just because I wear prescription sunglasses, this wouldn't be the right thing for me. So, but I'm sure they're wonderful. I'm sure a lot of people absolutely love them, especially if you're running or you're walking every single day and you're having to take extra accessories with you. Any comments about that?
Nope.
Nope.
It'd be a little tough to go inside because you've got sunglasses on.
Yeah, I think this is for the person who is outdoors running or walking every single day.
Yeah.
So that's what Bose has.
I'll tell you a funny story about that. I got a pair of sunglasses that were prescription
Mhm.
for riding a bicycle because, you know, with trifocals or whatever, the road is going to go really fast when you look down. So I got regular sunglasses that were just for distance. And I went into a restaurant. I couldn't read the menu.
I believe it. I believe it. In the
I
past
had to
couple,
have 2 pair of glasses. That doesn't work.
no, it doesn't work. It's really crazy, isn't it? How it just gets so complicated. You can't wear your sunglasses, but then you can't wear your reading glasses. I get it.
Yep.
I get it. Okay. There's something else I want to share with you that I've been seeing more and more in different senior living communities. And that is called sensors. Have you heard about this at all? There's sensors that are tracking your day-to-day activity. It's not a camera, it's a sensor that knows how many times it's tracking, how many times you're going to the bathroom, what time you get up, what time you go to bed, how many times you leave your home, that type of thing.
So it's a smart GPS.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like the kind of thing that we use for keeping track of your keys or your wallet or something like that.
That's different. That's like a tile, right?
Yeah, but it follows where you are and connects to a computer. So that's all. It just adds a little bit of more smarts to it.
So I think with these, what this is doing is this is monitoring your activity.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of communities have been installing these, and of course they get approval to do that. It's not a camera, it's a sensor. And so that's really the difference here. I'm trying to cue it up. Oh, no wonder why. I'm spelling it wrong. It's called
like
Stack.
It's like my
Care.
Apple Watch.
Yes, it is. It's like that, but it's also, but your Apple Watch may not be tracking as many patterns as this one is. It might be, it might very well be. But let me go ahead and show this video to you. And I'm going to share my screen. There we go. Just taking a little while. There we go. Okay, so this company is called Stack Care. There are many of these sensors out there. This is just one that I happen to know about and have researched. So let's see. I think there's a video right down here. And I'm going to go ahead and play this for you right now, and I'll make it full screen also. Any day now. I can see it's really trying. Here you go. And the volume. Let me know if you
I'm going to tell you about Stack Care.
can you hear it?
Hardly.
To install, just download the Stack Care app.
There you go.
This is the Stack Care gateway. We'll just use the app to read the barcode on the back and connect it to your Wi-Fi. Following the instructions in the app, you'll connect the discrete Stack Care sensors, not much bigger than my thumb, no cameras, no microphones, and nothing to wear. Following the instructions in the app and using the sticky tag provided, place the sensors around the home. There are short videos in the app to help you with the placement of the sensor. So that's it for installation. Took about 15 minutes, and you'll start seeing motion data on your phone immediately with notifications starting in 24 to 48 hours. And finally, the StatCare app will let you know how your loved one is sleeping, whether their activity patterns are typical, whether anything has changed, or if something happens that gives cause for concern. And just to make sure you don't worry too much, StatCare will send you an update at 10:30 every morning, letting you know how your loved one slept last night and whether their activity patterns were typical for yesterday and during the night.
How do you guys feel about that? Joanne, how do you feel about that? Oh, I still cannot hear you. Just go ahead and unmute yourself, please.
It looks, so let me make sure I understand the concept. You have still sensors in and you got a home base that transmits to somebody, your phone or somebody else. And what can it tell if I've fallen? Can it tell,
Yes.
where I am, or am I, does it geolocate, or does it just have in your home?
Just in your home.
I
Okay.
think if you have a partner that's got memory problems, it may be a very handy device. Other than that, it's very intrusive.
I agree. I think it would be like at the care center. They could monitor their loved ones without having to be there all the time to watch or hear what they're doing.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I'm going to queue up another video that shows what it does in a senior living community. Let me share my screen here.
Yeah, the name is StatCare, so obviously that's what it's for.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. And here we go.
Let's take a look at StatCare.
Can you hear it?
Technicians install discrete sensors in residents' apartments in around 20 minutes. Residents continue to go about their normal routine with no cameras or wearables required. StatCare sensors relay activity data 24/7 to a secure cloud, where intelligent data science starts to learn the typical activity patterns of residents. Predictive analytics help indicate changes in daily routine, which could indicate changes to residents' health or wellness. Bathroom changes could be resulting from a urinary tract infection, for example. StatCare automatically sends a real-time alert to notify caregivers for a prompt response. Notifications help enable quick intervention in the case of potential falls, bathroom risks, nighttime elopements, and more. StatCare also indicates sleep hours and built-in analytics. StatCare helps monitor resident activity anywhere, anytime from a phone, tablet, or computer with automatic synchronization. Escalation systems mean an important alert will never be missed. Dashboard indicators make it easy for staff to see notifications and even know when someone else is already responding. Empowered caregivers with the information that StatCare provides allows staff to proactively intervene to safeguard residents and helping to reduce the risk of hospitalizations. Early intervention is always better than having to respond to an emergency.
Great.
Yeah. So tell me something. Would you prefer to wear to have a sensor in your home over having to wear a pendant or a bracelet or something?
No, because it's limited only to your home. As soon as you go outside of your home, you haven't got any warnings or anything. My watch is much better.
I agree. But it's only as good as the person who's wearing it, right? And if you don't wear it, then you're not being protected. Yeah.
That's why I like the watch.
Yeah, because you'll wear it.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. Any other comments about these sensors at all?
No. But it's very intrusive, and it's wonderful for somebody with memory care that you want to track.
Yes, speaking of memory care, I was just talking to someone yesterday, because you guys may or may not know I have a show on every Tuesday. and it is called Tech Tuesday. And so I have a lot of people reaching out to me who want to be on the show. It reaches senior living operators. So it's primarily talking about technology like Touchtown and these sensors. And the other thing too is AccuShield. I've had AccuShield on many, many times. AccuShield is the kiosk, right? In
No
your,
idea what that is.
yeah, let me show you, because I happen to think that AccuShield has some of the smartest technology in it that I've ever seen. So when I come to your community, I have to put my name in there, sign in, give my, it takes my temperature, it takes a picture of me. I have to tell who I'm there to see. So there are many levels of technology in there. So, but it's also tracking how many visitors you have, if you have any visitors at all, and how long your visitors are typically visiting you. And it's also tracking, what else? There's one other thing that I wanted to say about your visitors. If you haven't had any visitors, maybe you need a visitor, maybe you're lonely, stuff like that. It's tracking so much. And then that tag that people put on, now this has been around in senior living communities, but only really, here's the tag. Okay, there we go. There it is. And this tag has a lot of information on it that someone like a staff member can glance at quickly and see you're a guest, you're a family member, you're a vendor, or you're visiting staff. So I never knew that until I started to do a deep dive into AccuShield. And so the next time you walk out of your community and you see it at the front there, you'll see it's tracking a ton of information. So I'm just trying to queue it up here, and oh, here we go. Maybe that'll help. Here we go. Let's try that. Okay, does it look familiar to you now? Maybe.
No.
Can you see my screen, or is it black?
No, I can see your screen. Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's the sign-in one, yes.
Mhm, that's
That's
it. That's right. And, prior to COVID, you used to just sign in on the paper, right? There'd just be like a piece of paper you'd sign in. But now this kiosk is tracking temperature. It's tracking who you're visiting, how long you're visiting them. It's really significant what's built into in here. And it's tracking any like outside nurses that are coming in, how often they're there, if you need to hire more. It's really significant. And I will tell you, I love this technology because it is so smart. If you needed to contact everyone in your building for a reason, if you needed to get in touch with everyone who visited you within the past day because there was a breakout or COVID there, you could do that. It's really significant what it's doing.
I haven't had a visitor. Do we have that at our front desk?
You do. Mhm.
Okay.
Why, yes, you do. You have two of them, I believe. There's two of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty sophisticated what's happening there. It doesn't look like it, but it's very sophisticated. There's a lot of technology happening
Yep.
behind the scenes in that kiosk. Very cool. Okay, guys, I think I have one or two more pieces of tech here that I want to share with you. And I was going to talk about the Apple Watch, and we discussed that for a minute, but I happen to think that the Apple Watch has some amazing technology in it. Bob, I know you're wearing it. Are you wearing one, Joanne, or anyone
No,
else?
I don't have one. It's too sophisticated for me.
Well, I never thought that I would like it ever. And in fact, I just decided I was going to try it. so I could get familiar with the technology so that when someone like Bob asked me a question, I had already used it. Right?
Yep.
So, but the thing is that after I tried it out, I absolutely loved it. And now I don't want to go a day without it. Yeah. Bob, what do you love about your watch?
Well, it's given me some health information that kind of surprised me. You know,
Like what?
I had a high pulse rate, which I'd never had before. And it just only happened, well, it's happened twice. And so I went and saw my doc. I had it, you know, tested and I take a medication for it now. And I would never have known it.
That's really significant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never would have known it. I've had a student of mine over at Silverstone whose husband was wearing a watch and they were in the same apartment together. He fell. She didn't know. She was in another room in the apartment. And the next thing she knows, the paramedics are at her door because he had fallen, knocked himself out. She didn't even hear him fall. And then the watch, if you fall and it senses a fall, it will call emergency services for you if you don't react to it.
Right. Yeah, you have a chance to say, no, it's okay. I just dropped my watch.
Right, right.
Wonderful.
Yeah, really, really cool. Well, let's talk, guys. Is there any other technology you want to know more about or you're interested in terms of its progress?
Does watch monitor as you sleep if you wear it
Yes.
sleeping?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. You don't
Watch.
have to wear one of those gadgets to monitor if you have,
Oh, you
sleep-
got to wear your watch though.
yeah. But it'll tell you if you have sleeping disorders or whatever, if you're
So
gas.
it tracks my sleep. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it does. Now, there's something else that I see a lot of people wearing, and I know that they love it. And those are those rings. Have you seen one of those rings on people before? It's a ring band that's also tracking a lot of your health data for you. So I'm going to bring it up over here.
Your picture
while-
froze, Abby. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not surprised. Things have just been, I probably have way too many windows open. That's probably what the problem is. Like I have, you know, all these different websites that I've been visiting for the class. So let me see if I can cue this up. It's called Aura, A-U-R-A, the Aura ring. And I'm just trying to bring it up over here, but the computer's kind of locked up here. So as soon as I show you the picture, you'll get an idea of it. You know what I notice sometimes when I bring up articles, various articles like AARP or a tech article or something in a publication or something in a web page that has a lot of images in it, live, images and that are running and taking up a lot of resources. Have you ever noticed that before? No.
No, not really. I never have that many things going at once.
Yeah, it's kind of how I roll. So I've realized that. Okay, I'm going to show you this ring. And I know a lot of people who really like it because it gives them data about their health, like sleep and exercise and what else. And even your body temperature. Let me share this with you. Coming right up. Here we go. Okay, it's the screen. It says it's loading. I'm just going to wait a minute.
About how much is this?
Oh, I think it's about $300.
Is it waterproof?
Yes, it's waterproof. I'm sorry, it just continues to load. Let me see if I can get a less taxing web page open. Let me do this. Okay. Oh. All right. Here we go. Let me share this with you. This is better. It loaded up just fine. And it's, here we go. Come on, Zoom. You can do it. I know you can. Okay, it's still loading. You let me know when you can see it. Oh, Zoom.
You're on mute, Rod. You're on mute. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
There you go.
Let me stop it because it's it's like locked up. All right, let me try one other way here. So
Well,
this, yeah,
While we're trying something, I was gonna ask you a question. My phone doesn't seem to zero in on the QR code. Is it a selection you have to make, the setting that you have to put? Or is it possible my phone's too old and it doesn't do that?
yeah, your phone might be a little too old. What year is your phone?
Good
How
question.
old is it?
8 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Something else.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, pretty neat, huh? So these are rings. They obviously come in various different finishes, and there's health tracking, and it's all being tracked through your pulse in your finger.
And they're about 300?
Yeah, let's see. I think depending on the finish. Sleep, activity. And then it hooks up to an app. Okay, so let's check the pricing here. And it's OURA. Well, let's see what the pricing is. Yeah, $350. Around $350.
Yeah, but if you're using an Apple phone, a watch is so much a better deal. I mean, it might be a little more expensive, but not much. And it has so many more things that it does. Like tell time, temperature, everything.
Yes. Now, I do know people who would prefer, who don't wear a watch, but would prefer to have something a little lighter with them. So, and if you're normally just wearing a ring every day, it's, you'll get more detailed stats that way. I have a feeling that if I got one, I'd probably really like it and not want to give it back. So I have not gone there myself. I'm going to hold off for right now. Yeah.
My friend Abby
Mhm.
got in on a study, and it's an Apple study, I guess, for seniors. And they're tracked now. She got accepted, except she had to have a certain phone, not a certain phone, but she had to update hers. I think she had a 6 or something. So she had to update it. And she got in on the study, and she said it's really neat. They
Great.
monitor everything.
That's really cool. It's good to know that, isn't it? That if you needed additional monitoring, like Bob had mentioned about your heart rate or your blood pressure, that it could do that for you. Very cool.
I wish it did blood pressure. Doesn't do blood pressure yet.
Heart rate monitor. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Well, if you come across any technology you want to know more about, please let me know. In my last class, I did talk about the scanning app, and I know we talked about that last week or the week before, maybe goodbye 2 weeks ago or something. The scanning app.
Yeah, do that again, would you? That's a neat thing.
Yeah, there's an app. So I don't know. Oh, someone's talking. Sorry.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, someone is talking in the background. So there's an app. It's called Genius Scan. Rodney, I know you can put it on your phone because they have an Android version of it, of Genius Scan. It also, same thing for Apple. And what it allows you to do is scan from your phone. It turns the scans into PDFs, so you don't have to use your printer to scan things.
What's it called?
It is called Genius Scan. And I'll share my screen with you here so you can see what it is. I just don't want to, hold on, let me share my screen and cue that up for you. But even though this has been around, I will tell you, I've been using this app for 10 years. So while it's not new to me, it's new to a lot of my students. So let me show you. It is called, there it is, it's orange. It's on the right, Genius Scan.
It's still loading.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for telling me.
Okay.
I'm going to shut my whole computer down afterwards. I am. I'm going to stop this, and because I don't know. Today is just a day, right? So let me show you if I can. It's called Genius Scan. Actually, what I can do right now is I can text it to you. Okay, Joanne, may I text it to you?
Sure.
Okay. It's like I said, it's free. I've used it for years and years, and I just think it's genius. It is genius because you can scan anywhere. You don't need to use your printer anymore for that.
It's easy too. It's easy.
It's very easy to use. What is your phone number?
480-235-6075.
Great. I got you right here. Here it is. Now, you're going to use a different type. You're going to use the one from the Google Play Store, Rodney.
Okay,
Same name. Genius Scan. I'm pretty sure it will work on your phone. I've been using it for 10 years. I've never paid for it. I never ever scan things on my printer anymore because this is 100 times easier. And so I'm going to try just one more time, share my screen with you. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, we will shelf this for another day.
so you got my number, you're gonna text it?
I'm not going to text it to you. And the reason is that you need to go to the Google Play Store to get it. Here you go. Wait. Let me resume it and see if it shares with you. Are you seeing it?
No,
No, it's still loading. Okay.
it says your name and then it says has started screen sharing. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, I just took it off. I'm
Oh.
not going to try to kick a dead horse anymore today. I'm not going to do that. So it's Genius Scan. It is a free app. It's orange. You will see it, Rodney, in your Google Play Store.
So you have to go to the Google Play Store.
He does, but you don't. You get yours at
okay.
the apps in the App Store. And so I sent it to your phone.
Okay, thanks.
And you know what, Rodney, I can send it to your phone so you can at least have the image there. What's your phone number? Yeah, unmute yourself.
602-245-4393.
4393. Okay, here you go. Did you receive it, Joanne?
I'm not in there. I'm just watching you.
Okay, and Rodney, I just sent it on to you. Give it a try.
I'll check.
I think out of all these things, that happens to be the most, like one of the most revolutionary, even though I've been using it for 10 years. It's really crazy. So it's so good. All right, you guys have a wonderful week. Pat will be teaching next week on online shopping. Keep me in your prayers. I want to win this thing. Okay? I'm going to win. I'm
Okay.
going there to win it. All right.
Thank you.
So, yeah, you're welcome. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Okay, good. I'm glad you got it. All
Let
right.
us know
Goodbye.
if you
everybody.
win.
Yeah, I will for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.